Alright scholars, this is episode 6 of the Japa Project. If you're new here, you're welcome. The Japa Project is simply a series where we find fully funded scholarships, learn how to apply for them, and how to be selected. Today, we are looking at the University of Texas at Arlington, located in Arlington, Texas, just as the name implies. I'll show you the fully funded scholarships that they have. We'll break down the application process step by step, and basically everything you need to know to apply to UTA as an international student. The application fee is $90. Let me say it early. It's not free, it's $90. So watch this video till the end so that I'll share a coupon code with you that you'll use to apply for free. If that sounds good, then let's jump right in. First things first. It always blows my mind that 80.6% of you who regularly watch these videos have not yet subscribed. So can I ask you for a favor before we start? If you like this Japa project and you want to support my team and I, the free, simple way to do that is by hitting the subscribe button. And my promise to you is that if you do that, we will find the best opportunities for you. We'll also listen to your comments and use them to improve our videos. Thank you very much. So this is the homepage of University of Texas at Arlington. There are 8 University of Texas, so this particularly is the one at Arlington. They've been here for 130 years. As you can see here, celebrating 130 years. This is their homepage. There are some remarkable things I really want to show you about them. Number one, you can see from here that they have 180 programs. So there are a lot of programs to choose from. They are nationally ranked. One other thing I wanted to show you is that they are an R1 school. You know, we talk a lot on this channel about R1 and R2 universities. If you're applying to schools in the US, only apply to R1 and R2 schools. There's a link in the description below that has the full list of R1 and R2 universities in the US. Check out that list. Another good thing about them is that the acceptance rate is 80%, which is really high. Before we take a look at the programs that they have, I want us to see the scholarships that they have available so that it will be worth your time to apply to the school. So this is the graduate school. We are focusing on masters and PhD only. UTA funding opportunities, financial support through paid assistantships, fellowships, scholarships, and grants. So 4 different options which we're going to look at together. They have graduate tuition support. This one is provided to GTAs and GRAs. So if you're a teaching assistant and a research assistant, which we're going to be talking about in PhD programs, and their terminal master's programs, they get tuition support that covers 100% of the tuition fees. This is for graduate tuition support. But here, you can see that teaching and research are offered by most graduate programs to qualified students. So as we have in many other universities, the GTAs and the GRAs are program dependent. And that's why we're going to look at program next. But since the availability depends on the program, you have to contact your program directly to confirm if they have assistantship or not. Now, some programs will have it on the website, which we're going to look at some of them today, but there are some others that you have to send an email to the program coordinator asking if they have GTA or GRA available. Full disclaimer here, these are not the only programs that necessarily give full tuition. Reach out to the program coordinator and ask if they have GTA and GRA available. There are some other benefits that are available here, like health insurance support, dissertation fellowships, research grant, and all of these other ones, but a lot of them will apply when you are already a student. These scholarships, you need the scholarship before you come over to the US. So our main focus are teaching and research assistantships, majorly. Okay, so now let's take a look at the programs, the degree programs that they have available. We're just going to filter by masters and PhD to see the graduate programs that they have available. And as you can see here, they have 76 graduate programs. So out of the 180 degrees, 76 of them are masters or PhD. So in this video, we're going to be looking at 2 programs. The first is computer science for PhD. Received a lot of comments in past videos of people that are interested in computer science. And then we're also going to look at, see, we have a lot of programs here. And then we're also going to look at history for masters. I try to balance STEM and non-STEM programs as much as possible. If you want me to find scholarships for your program, then drop your program as a comment below. Let's find scholarships for you. Okay, so first of all, we'll start with the computer science program for PhD. I got a lot of requests for computer science, and there are two things we're looking for: admission requirements and scholarship that's available. This is the program coordinator, this is the program contact. So if you want to ask if GA is available, these are the people to reach out to. But then let's go to the website, the main website of the program, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. We want to look at the PhD admission requirements. So what do they need? First of all, the deadline, March 15th for fall admission and October 15th for spring admissions, and then they begin to review applicants and applications and select candidates for financial aid as early as January 15th for fall admission and September 1st for spring admission. So if you want scholarship, this is already telling you that scholarships are available. So if you want scholarship, then January 15th and September 1st are your deadline, not March 15th and October 15th. All right, so they already give some tip here as to the criteria that they use to admit students into their program, and check your program's website if they have something like this. So they base their decision for PhD admission on the following criteria in no significant order: background, your background, where are you from, which course did you study, that's what I mean, not the country you're from, and then your CGPA, the rigor of your bachelor's and master's degree if applicable, so you can get direct bachelor's to PhD even without a master's. And I've interviewed someone here on the channel who got a direct PhD from bachelor's and it was fully funded. The link should come up here so that you can check it out later. Then the reputation of the university that you finished from, so how popular is your school, the class rank, letter of recommendation, SOP, research experience, publications, and then English proficiency. You might not have all of this, but they are letting you know what they look at, and the more of this you have, the stronger your chances, even for whatever program that you're applying to. All right, admission requirements: undergraduate degree in computer science. Other places are considered CGPA of 3.0 or higher in undergraduate coursework. So this 3.0 is over 4.0, not 5.0 or 7.0, it's over 4.0. You can use the free West calculator to convert your own, just put in your course and the grades, and then it will give you your CGPA on a 4.0 scale. Then a 3.2 GPA on the 4.0 scale in the last 2 years of your undergraduate coursework. You can use that free calculator as well, but this time you only put your grades for the last 2 years and see what it gives you on the 4.0 scale. Now, international applicants, IELTS or TOEFL, I'll show you how to waive this later on in the video. GRE general, and then publications is optional, but meeting this criteria will improve your chances of securing admission and financial support. So a couple of us already did final year project in our undergrad. That thing is a gold mine. It really is a gold mine. So if you can speak to your advisor to get it published, then you can have a publication, which is a plus for scholarships. And so they give the steps here. Apply through the platform. We'll get to that, along with the fee: $75 for domestic, $90 for international. I already told you that it's $90, but I'll share a code. Hold on, shortly. International applicants, this is an important information here. That's why it's important to read everything on the page. When your application is received by the admissions, you will receive a 10-digit number. When you submit your application, you get a number. This number is important, and I'll show you why. Once you receive your number via email, you may email the documents to this email address. Please be sure to include your ID in the correspondence. So that 10-digit UTA ID you receive after applying, make sure you put it in every email you're going to send. And what are you going to send to the advisor? Your CV, your statement of purpose, and the supplementary documents such as awards, academic work, or publications. So I've done resources on this CV before in my blog, and also SOP on this channel, which you can check out after this video. Now listen up. If all the steps above are not completed, the application is considered incomplete and will not be reviewed by the department. So make sure you follow all instructions. Okay, so now let's look at history, masters in history, masters of arts and history, and then this is their page, the program contact as well. You can see the program contact here, and as we did before, so I'm using these examples to show you what to do when you get to your own programs page. So as we did before, we're just going to come here to go to the direct programs website, and so MA in history is the program website here, and we're looking for two things: admissions and scholarships, admission requirement. So this is the advisor here. The department considers the three criteria to admit for the master's program: GPA of 3.0 in the last 60 credit hours in your bachelor's in history or an appropriate other field, so it must not be history alone, from an accredited institution. Grades must be verified by official transcripts. I'll show us how to apply with unofficial later in this video when we get to the application phase. Then 3 letters of recommendations, and they actually give who from professors who know you and then your work. If they are not available, then you can now use your employer, but your preference should be on your professors. Then a writing sample, so something that you've done in the past, a research work that you've done. The sample should not exceed 25 pages. So your final year project serves as a writing sample. See the instruction again. Application transcript letter of recommendation should be submitted to the portal, and the writing sample should be emailed to the advisor. So all these instructions are on the program's website. Make sure you carefully read them and do as you are told. And then for those of us that are bothered about writing GRE is no longer a requirement, and it won't be considered when making admission decisions. All right, so that's it about the application requirements. Now let's look at the scholarships that are available. So UTA, Department of History, offers limited support for master students. That's just the thing. In the US, there are more scholarships for PhD students than masters. It's just a fact. GTA, teaching assistantships, are occasionally available to students who want to pursue masters in history, and then the small number of GRA are also available. Since you know that the number is limited, you have to ensure that you submit a strong application. Before we look at how to apply, I want to show us the international students requirement. So particularly, we're interested in 2 things: type of transcript that you apply with and English proficiency. How do we get it waived? Okay, so grant admissions is a page here. Straight to what we are looking for: transcript, foreign country transcript, because we didn't study in the US. Official foreign country transcripts or mark sheets and diploma verifications are those issued electronically or sent by mail directly from the registrar or transcript issuing office of the college or university of enrollment. So for us as international students, we need to send official transcripts. You have to request your school where you finished your undergrad from to send the transcripts directly to University of Texas at Arlington. But as I said earlier, when we get to how to apply, I'll show you that you can actually start with your unofficial copy that you have and then later on request for it to be sent. Okay, so that's that about transcripts. Let's look at the English proficiency requirement. So standardized test, this is English test here, TOEFL, IELTS. Okay, so this is what we're looking for right here. Applicants who have graduated from secondary schools or post-secondary schools in the following countries and meet English proficiency requirement are exempt. So if you can speak English and you finish from these countries, then you don't have to submit the IELTS and TOEFL. And then they have several countries listed here. You can see Gambia is here, Ghana is here, Kenya, Lesotho, Nigeria is here, Uganda is here, Zambia, Zimbabwe, all of these countries. But I want to mention something. International applicants may still, be expected to submit a test score of English language proficiency to be eligible for graduate teaching assistantship. So it's very likely that even though you can learn in English and you are not required to have the IELTS or TOEFL for you to get admission, but for you to get a teaching assistantship in that your program, they may tell you that, okay, yes, you can speak English, you meet the proficiency, but we still need a test score from you. So that is very possible. Bear it in mind. They also even expanded on it here that IELTS or TOEFL might be needed for GTA appointments. All right, we have everything that we need ready. Let's apply. Let's get to the apply, graduate, international, and then these are the steps here. How many steps? 7 steps. Okay, so the first is you submit the application, then you pay the application fee. I'll show us how to handle this. Then you see that you may upload unofficial transcripts to help expedite the process, but official are still required to be submitted when you're admitted or once the institution makes them available. So you can wait until you get your admission from the school before you pay your university, your undergraduate university, to send the transcript to them. And then you have to complete your program requirements. So we saw some programs here that said you have to send an email to the coordinator with so and so thing. And if your program requires it, you submit GRE or test, and then you track your admission status. All right, let's jump into it. First things first, you put your email address, your first name, last name, and then your date of birth. Hit continue. They'll send you an email, and then when you have it, you come and you log in. So this is what you see. Usually you hit start a new application and then you select the fall 2026 ENQUIRIES application. But let's just continue this application that is in progress. This is the application form. You fill your personal background, your address, then the academic information. You put what you want to study, and then when you want to start, then academic history, each school that you've been to, recommenders, you add your recommenders, details, and then this is where I wanted to get us to where we have the waiver. Okay, we like to share family member information. It's not compulsory. If you say yes, you have to provide it, but then you can say no. Do you have an application fee waiver code? Yes, you do. And what's the code? UTA grad 26. And when you use that, the application fee waiver code has been accepted and you don't have to pay the $90. So that's your benefit for being part of the few people that watch up to this point of the video. So you answer the other questions, you sign, and then you review. So when you're done with that, let's go back to this list. You don't have to do this paying application fee again because we've already used the waiver. But now I want to show us the unofficial transcript. As I said earlier, when you are done, you hit review and you submit. You'll receive within 1 to 3 days your 10 digits MyMav ID. You're going to receive it. So that's what you put here. Put your first and last name, your date of birth, your email address, and then document type. You can click here, International Institution Transcript. Then you select the document and you upload it from your laptop. So that's how you have your unofficial here. Hit I understand, and then you submit. So you can also even use this place to upload any test, official test that you wrote as well, like IELTS and TOEFL or any test scores. You can use this platform here to upload it. And that's it. You're done applying to UTA. Hopefully you get admitted and you get funded. When you do, reach out to me and let me know. I want to celebrate with you. It's always a thing of joy when I see my people winning. That's all for UTA. If you want to see other schools in the Japa project, you can check out this playlist here. But then if you want to build your profile, you know, scholarships is based on the strength of your profile, then you can check out this playlist here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm rooting for you. Bye.